Okay, we are on our way to Kelmscott today, which is another suburb in the south of Perth. It's pretty much the next suburb over from Armadale. So essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to work our way up each suburb. Obviously started in Armadale, and now we're going to work our way up to Kelmscott, Gosnells, Maddington, checking out everything along the way. Obviously the suburb as well. Kelmscott's still fairly close to Armadale, so I can scoot from our place and show you a little bit along the way over to Kelmscott, do our roundabout Kelmscott, and then head back. And it should be all right for battery. Otherwise I'll be calling the wife up to come get me. But yeah, so it is a little bit of a trek out there, and you guys have seen a little bit of it already. So we'll probably skip forward a little bit once I give you a little bit of information about Kelmscott. Just so you don't get bored and you don't have to watch through all the rubbish until we actually get to Kelmscott. So I'll just give you a quick bit of info about Kelmscott as we're on our way there, and you can just see what a lovely day it is as well. 3:30 in the afternoon. Dog's fucking terrified me. Yeah, 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's quite a nice time in the afternoon. So Kelmscott, like I said, is in the south of Perth, along the Armadale train line, like most of the suburbs around here, or main suburbs. It currently has a population of just over 10,000 people. So actually not a huge amount of people. But yeah, there's a few. Now, as I mentioned, we're still in Armadale, so we'll still see some characters around the place as well. So just over 10,000 people population of Kelmscott, and it's approximately 15 square kilometres in total area as well. There you go, mate. So it's not massive, but it's certainly got an interesting name as well. Similar to Armadale, but Armadale, formerly the end of the train line, still currently is technically because Byford's not finished yet, but still currently the end of the train line, and that's why the reason it gets such a bad rep, I think, because people would often fall asleep on the trains, or being passed out from being drunk or whatever, and end up in Armadale and have nowhere to go, and they'd have to get off the train and cause all sorts of chaos trying to get themselves back home or wherever it is they're going. So yeah, it's got a bit of an interesting name, but Kelmscott certainly isn't perfect either. But we will have a bit more to say about that when we get there, and I'll show you around the place. You can see for yourself. So like I say, I'll skip forward now, and if you see anything along the way, I'll pull you back up and you can see what's going on. But otherwise, we'll see you when we get to Kelmy. Alright, sweet. Okay. Big going on, and the world of construction in Armadale as we last saw. That was nice of them to let me know exactly where I was going on the pathway there. Didn't know where the pathway was ending, where were they going to let me go. And they just let me know I could go on to the road bit, so that was nice of them. Appreciate that. Alright, so poor dead bird. Gone past where we visited last week and now heading down Railway Avenue. This will take us directly into Kelmscott. Nice long stretch of road. It's a little bit bumpy on this side. This is, I believe this is actually pedestrians over this side, so we'll jump over the other side in a moment when we get a bit of a clear gap, so we can jump on the smoother bikeway. Just a much smoother road. Oh, I just missed that. Should have gone. Oh well. Wait for this traffic. Alrighty. Alright, so this is the bike path. It is actually a shared path, but not too many people will walk down here because it's quite a long distance between crossovers. So you won't see too many people walking down here. See a lot more bikes than anything. Do have to watch out for honky nuts along here. There's quite a lot of them. And as I mentioned before, honky nuts are not your friend on a scooter. You hit one of those at good speed and this back or tyre will fly out behind you and end up on the floor. It's not something you want to do at these sort of speeds. Oh, that was solid. This will be Sherwood Station, Sherwood train station on our right here. Doesn't actually look like they're doing anything to that station. Being that there's no crossover, I guess I don't really need to touch it. That's a lot of honky nuts. Interesting enough, this was blocked off not all that long ago as well. So I'm not too sure when they reopened it, but it's a pretty major crossover too, so it's a good thing that they've reopened it. Another thing to watch out for along these pathways is the low-hanging branches. Trees do hang quite low, and I'm looking down at honky nuts and rocks and sticks and things, and often don't see the low-hanging branches about to smack me in the face. So I've copped a few to the face. Cruise control is absolutely your friend as well when you're on trips like this and you're on a long, straight, often boring trip. Cruise control certainly helps with a thumb. This is Sherwood Station coming up on the right here. Oh my God, I slammed into that tree pretty hard. That's whipped me right in the eyeball. He's going off about something. Happy chappy. So this, weirdly, and I don't understand why half the time, a lot of these pathways just randomly end with No warning whatsoever. Right, so we're jumping over the other side. So it's I don't know if I said Sherwood Station, but there's Chalice Station on the right there. Another station you probably don't want to stop at all that often and get off at night time. Not really the safest place in the world. So we're not too far away from Kelmscott now. We're just passing past the suburb of Camillo on the left. It used to be known as Westfield, but like everywhere else in this sort of area, Westfield got a really shit name. So when they started subdividing all these suburbs up and towns up, they decided to change the names of all the ones that had bad names. So as I mentioned, Armadale sort of split into multiple as well, become Brookdale, etc. And Westfield become Camillo. I'm not even sure Westfield exists anymore. I think it might do, but potentially a lot smaller than it was before. But yeah, somehow they think Camillo is a nicer sounding suburb. I don't think so. I mean, neither sound great, but anyway. So here we are, Kelmscott. We're just entering Kelmscott now. It's a very bumpy road. This is not my friend. Oh, there's a crossover here, which I've never noticed before. I'm gonna go up over here. How you going, man? Fuck, he's out doing the same thing as me, look at that. Alright, so this is Kelmscott Station. I've never been up here before. Obviously been in Kelmscott Station, but every time we go down the bottom there and come out to Strike Avenue, there's just never anywhere to go. There's no bike paths. So we're always confused about what bikers are actually supposed to do. And now, we've seen this the other day. They've actually created an overpass, which is very cool. Just where we go after here is, I don't know, because I kind of wanted to start the trip in Kelmscott, right underneath where I am right now. So we'll find, actually we're going to go, all right, so we're heading to the Kelmscott train station. So that's probably a pretty good place to start. Let's have a look. There's definitely some characters that live around the Kelmscott train station. And yes, I say live. They've created themselves a little town, you could say, a little community. It's just on the outskirts of this train station, so we'll have a look and see if they're still here or if they've been moved on. So the Kelmscott train station at the moment is obviously just a bus hub until the train lines reopen. God knows when. Let's have a squeezy on what's going on here at the train station, and then we'll start making our way around Kelmscott, see what's going down in the town. I'm going to go through here. Not too worried about trains, so we're good to keep going. Watch out for buses though.
You go.
Yeah, Jeff, mate, is it?
See ya. Take care, guys.
Is that heading down back to the house?
So the little community I was talking about are actually used to be based right there, that little house, or the back of that little house, whatever it is. And looks like they've been moved on. So we're now officially in Kelmscott. Like I said, it's a really nice day. You can see it's quite a nice day. Nice and bright, so you can see everything nice and easily. turn around here and we'll go back by the way. We'll do a lap around Kelmscott, see what's going down. Is that Fitness across the road? That actually looks like it's closed. Well, maybe not. Can't really tell. Got the dome there on the left-hand side, Kelmscott Dome. Still running quite well. KFC, it's been there forever. They've refurbed it a few times. Still doesn't look amazing, but it used to look far worse. Right-hand side, we've got the Spud Shed. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Now, if you want to see some characters, go there at midnight, 1 AM. Go get some shopping, or just walk around the shop. It's very interesting. Kelmscott Plaza on the opposite side there. Used to be a servo right there. They actually rebuilt it and then pulled it down again not long after, so they're kind of pointless. That's the Spud Shed. Owned by Tony Gallardi. It's a staple of Western Australia. So are his eyebrows. I'm sure that man's got his eyebrows insured for a lot of money. So we're going around the back of Kelmscott Plaza. And just going to keep going. Lady's decided to not stop. Well, she was meant to. You're all good. She did not feel great about it at all, so poor lady. She's all right, she's easy to get around, so no worries at all. We're just going to go up, annoyingly, up this hill because I didn't realise it was as steep as it is, so we're going nice and slowly. Just go up this hill a bit. We'll do another go around because you'll see a bit more along Albany Highway. There's a BP, it's BP Servo, Macca's, Uncle Jack's there. There's a nice big church there, Catholic church. Oh, let's go through there actually. The thing about scooters is without them, there's a lot of places you'd never see or never go. So this would be one of them. I've never seen this before. I don't know what it is, but it looks quite nice. Very interesting. It's a nice little pass through to where we kind of need to be. It's a nice little basketball court as well. Look at that. Now this, when I was a kid, or if I was in the area still, I would be down here all the time playing on this basketball court. That is actually awesome. It's got a net, which is incredibly rare. That is dope. That's very cool. I would love this as a kid. I'd love this now. Pity I'm a little bit too far away to come down here. But this is a very interesting little pass through. I didn't know it existed. And quite nice. So we have to cross over here. It's annoying because we're going to cross over again in a minute. So I'll just quickly go through and I'll show you what's on that side. We're not going to go all the way over there. Because we might head back that way when we go back anyway. So there's Hog's Breath Bar and Grill across us, or Saloon and Grill, or not. They do have a bar actually, so yeah, it should be called Bar and Grill. A few things over there as well. M's Gym's over there as well, just in front of us. Life's Peachy. There's another big gym over there, Genesis as well. It's where Foxy's Sports used to be, where I used to play basketball. But they shut down, unfortunately. Became a nice big gym. It's actually a great basketball centre. Courts were interesting. They were soft, which is weird, but good for your legs, good for your knees, good for your ankles. But it just didn't last. So this is Albany Highway. This is the main highway out of Armadale to get into the city, get pretty much anywhere. Got all your shops on the left, Pet Barn, Tool Mart, Moto Dynamics, Cycling Centre as well, the BP, Zamberos, the world's best car wash. Oh, now it's called the world's favourite car wash now. It used to be world's best car wash. There we go. Now they can't make that claim. There's a car wash directly opposite where I used to go, who actually used to be BP, now it's Caltex. Probably why the wife had no idea what I was talking about when I said you BP car wash. It's not BP anymore. Hungry Jack's and McDonald's right next to each other. And a former staple of Kelmscott, which has really upset everyone in the area that it no longer exists, is Sizzler's restaurant right there. Kelmscott Sizzlers. Everybody would go here. If you're a kid growing up in the 90s, early 2000s, you'll certainly remember Sizzlers. You would definitely have come here at some point. That is super sad. Was supposed to be taken over by another mob trying to do a steakhouse or steak and grill type place. Molten Bar, I think it's called, but they have been denied a liquor license, and I believe it was because they wanted to do takeaway liquor, and Dan Murphy's put in a complaint about it, and as a result they have not got their liquor license for takeaways, and they don't want to open because of that. So obviously that was a main part of their business, because of that they've just not opened. But something needs to happen there, because there's a great space and you need more restaurants in the area, places for people to go to keep them in the area. As you can see, we're on the bottom of the hill, the Perth Hills. I've said before how picturesque it looks. Let's head over that way as well. Get a bit more look over there. I actually used to play cricket over this side, Kelmscott. It's one of the most picturesque grounds in Perth, in Perth. One of the most picturesque grounds of cricket I ever played. I actually have two of them. Both of them are very picturesque. But we'll go past the main one. those moments where we had to cross over. I don't want to wait for another set of lights, so it's going to go down a bit. There's a lot of traffic coming that way. That's not what I was hoping for. Never see any traffic come down here. And there was a lot. Oh, it's a big jump. Alright, stop. I really want to turn right here, but not this much here. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn right. As I said, this is quite picturesque down there. So I'll show you what I mean once we get there. Shout out to everybody in Los Angeles as well. If anybody from Los Angeles is watching this for any reason, hopefully you, your family, everybody you know are all okay. Those fires do not look good. Never any time where fires are great, but it is raging through Los Angeles at the moment, and yeah, it just does not look like a fun place to be at this particular time. So hopefully you're okay, because I know from watching a couple of YouTube videos myself, a lot of people are not. So here we are down the bottom of Kelmscott. There's a bit of river down here, there's River Road, it's a church and a cemetery. I didn't know there was a cemetery there. Again, another reason why I say you get scooters, you find out things that you never knew before. You see things a lot more than you would if you were in a car. So we're coming up on the park now, Rushton Park, Kelmscott. This is where every year they hold the Kelmscott show. It's a pretty big thing for Kelmscott having the show here. And like I said, it's actually very picturesque, very nice place. There's a top oval and a bottom oval. I used to play on both of them. Deli and a liquor land across the road. As you can imagine, when the game of cricket was over or halfway over, we'd make our way down to liquor land or across the liquor land. And the evenings, celebrations or commiserations would start. Saturday nights were often messy down here at Rushton Park. They've definitely done it all up. Looks really nice actually. Oh, wow, it's double doors, electric doors and everything. How's this? It's very picturesque, this place. It's great. I love it. I love it down here. The only reason I miss cricket is the camaraderie of people, with other teammates. I don't miss the heat. Playing cricket out there in the 40-degree heat, in the long pants, long shirt. I did wear a long shirt, I'd get burnt real easy. Did not enjoy that part of it at all. Just cooking. Couldn't stand the heat. But otherwise, like, imagine playing here every week. Nice and picturesque. And there's the bottom oval as well, which is even more picturesque. This is where we used to train. And juniors, this is where we played as well. There's a tennis court on the right side as well. Kelmscott Tennis Club. There's a Kelmscott pools there as well. This is the bottom area of Rushton Park. All the nets have been done up too. The actual nets themselves haven't, but the turf, or the AstroTurf, has been done up a bit. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Beautiful. So I spent a lot of my younger days down here with the lads, training, and then playing on this also very picturesque oval. I think once I started getting into the higher grades of cricket, first, second, third grades, we stopped playing down here because down the bottom of that other side there is a river. And there were some big hits come from the middle of that oval and we'd lose a few balls. So unfortunately the lower levels would play here and the top levels would play up top. Just make a little more sense, a few less balls go missing. Alrighty, that's Kelmscott pools there. Quite nice down there. I'll have to come back and do another trip down there, I think, another day. So you can actually walk down there. There's probably a pathway, I can't see one, but I'm sure there's a pathway you can go down. Oh yeah, there is, right there. So we're going to head up the hill a little bit. So we can go back up and around, across this bridge. So like I say, Kelmscott also doesn't have the most amazing name, but if you just go just slightly off track, slightly off the main roads, you can come into some pretty nice areas. Some pretty beautiful areas. Ooh, it's a bit of a hill here. It's okay for now, but this is going to hurt us when we're on our way home because our battery runs out a lot faster when we're going up these hills. So it'd be good if we get on the other side of this as quick as possible. Just look at some of these houses. And you know, when you think about the Los Angeles fires, it's happening right now. That could very easily happen in a place like this. On the bottom of a hill, halfway up a hill, a lot of brush around, a lot of trees, a lot of leaves. Especially in this summer, it's always very hot and dry. Fires can very easily spread, and it can be very windy in these areas as well. So just like Los Angeles, things can erupt very quickly. I don't know if anything ever has kicked off in Kelmscott around these areas. Too big, fires-wise. But if it ever did, I think it would be pretty chaotic. So I said we were only going to go to Rushton Park, which is where I used to play cricket, but we're also coming up on the other park where we used to play cricket in Kelmscott. Not quite as picturesque, but it is at the very bottom of the hill. So it is also quite a nice view if you're looking up and around. Some of these houses or these lots around here are pretty crazy as well. Massive yards. We're literally one main street over from that chaos that we were in before. And we're heading back there now, but this is a far cry from what was on that other side. This is the other part. I've actually forgotten what the name of it's called. Can't get Crake out of my head, but it's not Crake. You'd think I'd never played here before if I didn't remember what it's called. But I played here for a long time. Frye Park, of course it is. A few of my mates used to live in this area as well, Kelmscott Hills, so We used to come down here and play basketball at these courts as well. These lads have found themselves a nice shopping trolley. This is Frye Park. Another really nice oval, really. Much more open than Rushton. It's still quite nice, with a nice view if you're looking up that hill there. Yeah, nice hallway, good little function pavilion area, toilets good. And then the other net's over there where we started training once this got built up a bit better. All right. See how nice Kelmscott is over this side. Now we're going to start heading one street over, back to where we came. Be careful of those holes in the road. Sometimes for some reason the pathway just has a gap in it. It's just solid sand. Sand is not your friend. You hit that at any speed, you're going straight over the top of this scooter. Not a fun ending. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, I just remembered something I've got to show you as well before we head on out. That is just up here, and they've cut off the damn pathway. How good. No. What is that? Let's cross. Just as we swore on the last video, people are actually nice and happy to let you cross the road. Good on them. Oh, this is a very low tree. I can't avoid this one. Oh, yep. Avoid this one. Oh, yep. Right in the face. All right, so we're gonna do a bit of a legal maneuver across here. Look at this. Look at this. I'm sorry, but what in the hell is that? That is the Kelmscott Castle. Let's have a look at this monstrosity of a rape dungeon. What the fuck? This is how bad this is, right? You can tell the kind of people that come here. Yep. Let's do a quick walk through here. A little bit nervous about who's in here. Now, what the hell is this for? I imagine it's some sort of kids playground, but it's just concrete. What fun can you have in a concrete dungeon? Someone didn't want their Wheaties. What an interesting place to come. Why? Just why? It is the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen. They can go up there as well, on both sides, so you can overlook people at the bottom for some reason. Again, I don't know why, but there you go, the Kelmscott Castle, the infamous Kelmscott Castle. And you know what? I think people are actually using that needle box because I didn't see any needles. So good on them, people can read. Let's get out of here. Just, yeah. Okay, goodbye Kelmscott Castle. You were an experience. I actually don't think I've ever been to the castle. I've obviously driven past it many times, seen it plenty of times, but I don't think I've actually come into it. That's hilarious. All right, let's get out of here. Head back up to the top of Kelmscott, into the main areas. There are a bunch of cops and fireys, ambos, all sorts of things just went past, so we missed them. So something's going down. And there's no pathway at all on here. They've completely got rid of the pathway, which that's helpful. So we're gonna have to go back where we came. We'll go up through the parking lot here. Stargate Shopping Centre. Where the wife's best friend's salon is. I would shout it out if I remember the name of it. I'm sure I'll put the name of it down below on screen so you can see. The library, Good Sammy's. Quickly, just quickly here. This is pretty much the last of Kelmscott that we need to see. Come on. Old mate. What the fuck is he doing? There you go, mate. Alright. Not sure what's going on here, but I shall continue waiting. Yep. Cooked himself a bit here. Is that right? Alright, he's on his way. Tippy's Pizza, I think, is reopened up there. They have a giant pizza. And we've got Dan Murphy's up on the right as well. And that is it, folks. That's pretty much Kelmscott in a nutshell. We are going to head back towards Armadale along Albany Highway. 4:37, we've got a lot of people finishing work now as well. So we'll see what's going on as we head back. Around it. It's never great trying to get out of there. Through this time of day, like I said. Everyone's finishing work. Traffic's pretty chaos. Coming out of those side roads is not easy. So if you've never been to Kelmscott Armadale area before, as we head south as we currently are. That up ahead, you'll see the big hills up ahead of us. They're the Armadale Hills, or Mount Rushton Hills. More commonly referred to as Armadale, but it is Mount Rushton. Mount Nazura. So it's a little bit more picturesque than you probably would think. Some of these hills, like I say, are pretty steep, so we're going to kill our battery a bit along the way back, but hopefully it will be alright. Not having to walk any part of the trip back. May even be able to go through Gel Street on the way back. We mentioned last time, it can be an interesting little mall to go through. Just unfortunately last week when we went through it, it was dead, no one there, empty. We're also definitely going to do some night runs as well through the same areas that we are doing during the day. During the day, obviously, just get a better view of everything. So you can see everything a bit nicer and see it in its full glory. And then at night time we'll do some runs and you can see the change in people, atmosphere, everything. And it's a different time of the day. You can see what it's like at night. So sorry it's so loud through here. Right next to the highway. Yeah, we'll head out to Armadale tonight, do a night run of Armadale, and then if we have enough we'll come back down this way, do a night run of Kelmscott as well. Kelmscott might not be as interesting during the night, you never know. She is asleep. There's a lot of people behind her trying to get past and she's just daydreaming. SKG Radiology. Yeah, look. It's a pretty large hill, this one. I'm pretty sure last time I come up here I had to walk up the hill because it is a bit steep for my scooter under my conditions. So see how far up we get before we have to give her a bit of a push or even a walk. Four Seasons funeral home there on the left. Or funeral, whatever you call it. A lot of beeping coming from the scooter for some reason. I don't think the scooter likes to beat the hills either. Tell you what, we're definitely going to be walking up this hill a fair bit, I reckon. If we do that, I will definitely skip forward so you're not watching me walk up a hill. The whole point of this channel is because I enjoy watching the walkthrough YouTube videos, but it can be a bit boring at times because slow moving, slow pace. So if there's nothing happening, it just drags a bit. So it does that on this channel, we're going to fall in the same trap of being boring. So at that point, like I said, I'll just speed ramp it, move it up a bit, so I don't get bored watching me struggle up a hill. That's a lot of beeping coming out of the scooter. I have no idea why. Nothing's flashing on me. It's not overheating. We'll give it a little walk. So I'll speed ramp it up a bit, let it just calm down for a bit. So jump back on just for a little bit to give ourselves a rest. We've walked up a long way up a hill. It's a bit knackered, and the hill's a little bit flatter here before it gets pretty steep again. We'll have to walk it again, but I'm not sure what's going on with that beeping. Something's obviously not happy. There's no flashing on the scooter at all, so it's not overheating or anything, but something's not happy. On our left is the Armadale hospital. Had to spend far too much time there. Old mate on the right side there on his bicycle. He's been struggling up that hill big time. He hasn't tried to stop or walk it or anything. Just taking it casually up the hill. Struggled a bit, so I can guarantee you right now he's absolutely celebrating. He's about to start going down the hill. Another Muppet parked on the pathway. Thanks a lot, mate. Appreciate it. A lot of cops driving around at the moment, so whatever it was before that they all come flogging past and we missed. Looks like we've completely missed it. Look, this is what I'm saying about be careful in your scooters. If you're flying down these pathways, if you slam into that patch of sand, you're dead stopping. So you don't want to get stuck there. We only have one battery left on the scooter, so it's dropped real fast today. So we may not actually make it home, and might even have to walk part of the way home. We'll see. Luckily we've got a nice bit of downhill here. Duck a fair bit under that tree before we start heading back up another hill. And really, this is what kills the batteries. These steep hills. It's quite windy as well. Doesn't help at all. Oh, these trees are slightly over the board. Coming out of your houses on Albany Road, it wouldn't be much fun either. I've seen plenty of traffic go past. It gets very busy. Would not be fun trying to get out of here, that's for sure. My auntie used to live just there on the house on the left. Spent many a week or a Monday there watching WWE, WrestleMania, SummerSlams, etc. I couldn't afford it. My cousin would pay for the shows and I'd go and just watch. pretty much the last hill we've got now. Once we're through this, we should be good. These trees suck, oh my God. Yeah, I really wish the council would sort out some of these trees that come right across the footpath. Pretty dangerous. All right, we're heading down a hill now. This is going to be much more fun. I'm going to cross over here because I believe up a little bit further you get stuck. There's no way across. And the problem is there's a lot of traffic coming this way. Alright, let's go. Gotta just miss this gap, I think. No, I'm going for it. Alright, I'm glad I made that because you see, I would have been waiting a while. What a wanker. I absolutely shit my pants. We are in the red with the battery now, so we're not going to last much longer, and we're going to go very slowly, I think, for the rest of the way home. But that is Kelmscott, and we are now back in Armadale. You probably recognise from the last video where we are now. I'm going to head down to the right, just so I can keep going down the hill. But that's Armadale, or Kelmscott rather. Hopefully you've enjoyed our little venture. We'd love to have kept going further and further, but our battery ran out very quickly today with all the hills and the wind. If there's anything else you would like us to go, to see, travel around, drop a comment, let me know where you'd like us to go, what you want to see. Otherwise we'll keep going up the train line, up each suburb. And next will be Gosnells. We'll also drop some night videos as well, like I said, so you can see what it's like in each suburb at a different stage of the day. Alrighty, I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much. See you later.